Two states, two similar stories. People struggling to find a place to live that they can actually afford. Lawmakers are working to address the issue, saying the assistance available now isn't enough. ABC 6 News reporter Alex Cotter is live in the newsroom tonight with the approaches being taken in Iowa and Minnesota to address the need for affordable housing. Alex?
Right now, Democrats in the Minnesota legislature are pushing to get an affordable housing bill passed, and in Iowa, officials are reacting to statistics from their information line, only highlighting the growing need for affordable housing in the Hawkeye State.
And I think the important thing to really remember here is that housing stability is a problem.
Representative Kim Hicks says 22% of renters in Minnesota are paying more than half of their income on housing, which many can't afford.
Not having housing or being unhoused dramatically affects your ability to do everything else.
DFL lawmakers have been proposing an affordable housing bill for the past 3 years, but couldn't get it passed. The bill would subsidize rent for people earning less than 50% of the median income in the state. Right now, people have access to Section 8 housing, but housing experts say only 25% of the people who qualify for Section 8 are actually benefiting from its services.
So we're talking about very low income folks who are just slipping through our cracks. And this bill gives that funding to local housing administrators.
And in Iowa, the need for affordable housing is much the same.
I'd say the biggest thing is we lack emergency housing through North Iowa, and also affordable, habitable, rental properties throughout our 8-county region.
And a new report from the Iowa 211 information line shows that out of 13 categories, more than 30% of calls are related to housing. The director of the North Iowa Regional Housing Authority, Justin Stotts, says even when someone qualifies for help, there are still hurdles.
The people that would come to the top of the waiting list are unable to find that housing that meets our affordability standards or would pass an inspection as habitable, and therefore are not even able to use that voucher.
And while people are waiting to get housing, there aren't a lot of options. Stott says the NIRHA does not have resources like warming shelters to help.
Unfortunately, sometimes it comes to couch hopping or staying with family or friends, but we're unable to provide any emergency assistance at our office. So it really comes down to churches, local social services to provide that.
As for that Minnesota bill, it was proposed in the House in January, and then on Tuesday, it was just seen in the Housing, Finance, and Policy hearings. And, Representative Hicks is hopeful that this bill will pass this time around. James?